Welcome back, everyone. Trey Hawkins again, and we're back playing some more Kingdoms Reborn. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. And if you're interested in what we got to show here, please go ahead and think about hitting the like button at some point along the show. Now, this guy is really taking his sweet time to build it. Oh, he's sick. Poor fellow. Go get some medicine. Don't stand here and work yourself to death. We got round timer just finished. That is some noisy tree chopping. They are severely noisy. One more reminder for everybody, comments in this and the first episode. If you want to go to the first episode, do so and get in your name suggestions for this one. I'm going to give it one more episode before we decide on a name for Please Name Me YouTube Town. We'll find out what it is by episode 3. Alright, we got our fruit gatherer here. He's been doing his thing, and we haven't remembered to put in the upgrades here, so hopefully they'll get some wood stuffed into a warehouse somewhere. Now you guys, there we go, completed the storage there. Lovely. Okay, so we can actually start dumping things in there. Now, part of the problem right now is we've got a lot of building projects going on. I've given them building projects, not prioritized them, and I'm going to shut some of them down. Now, it is early autumn. We're not going to get anything off these crops. Stop making them. This clay stuff can go in, I suppose. We've got a house here that can be built. Alright, but what we've done is we've gotten 6 people working, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there in our current industrials. And there we go. We had 9 people assigned to buildings. Not because we had prioritized a building, but apparently building jobs that are available come first before labor jobs. The problem with that is that some industries, like these upgrades, need this wood. Somebody who collects wood, including actually a forester, chops down a tree and walks away. See this? Look at all these piles of trees. Do note that, guys, because there's piles of trees and stone and everything sitting here. Probably some fruit sitting around in their forest there somewhere, too. There's some meat from the hunter. They don't gather the resource. Now, the hunter might. Yes, the hunter... No. Does he? He does. Maybe he does. The fruit gatherer gathers the fruit. The hunter gathers the food. The forester does not gather the trees. The people cutting down the trees and cutting down the whatevers do not gather them. They just chop them up, and they leave them. And the laborers are the ones that have to go out in the field and gather them. So I ran into that problem. It took me a long time, like a dozen episodes, to figure that one out, and some helpful comments. So again, any problems I have or do things I do wrong, please do let me know in the comments and give tips, because somebody else might be able to figure out the solution, and it might help somebody else learn how to do it better than I can. We're going to go with medicinal herb right away. We're 225 medicine right now. We have a trading post, though. So what I really want is the medicinal herb trading post and then the mushroom sterilization. One of these two would go first. We need 4 to unlock Era 2, so we have to pick up some of these before we get there. Then we can come back and say get the Spy Guard or the Boreal and Tundra expedition if we want them. But we're going to go with medicinal herb. That unlocks the actual farming of medicine. Medicines. I've shut those off. That's the construction input stopped, which is fine by me. We're not gonna... oh, look at that. That's actually more than I thought it was. That is an order to remove the lumber. Oh, that's unfortunate. I wish that wasn't the case. I just want them to stop. Like, say this building up here, they got this one finished, right? And I'm like, oh, you know what? I don't want you to finish that. Just hold on a minute. Don't finish that thing. If I switched it to red, they would put the total needed to 0 and actually remove the products. I don't want that. I do not want that. I like this. I didn't realize that the input shows the stored amount in the city. That's good to note. Anyways, let them build those as they can. As and when they can. Now, our population is very thin. We have 6 employees, and we have 4 laborers, and we have 5 builders. I can hit manual on this, and then say only have 1 builder. But if they've got build jobs, they will automatically assign more people to that. Even if I don't let them do it, unfortunately. Oh no, it does switch now. Oh good. It used to overwork the builders. So I could say only 2 building jobs be going at once, please. Right? And then we will build one and move on to the next, and build one and move on to the next, and not put all the laborers in one area. If we wanted to have more people, say working the potter, and we didn't want them all working in the labor, and so on. I'm going to leave it at auto for now. Let it do its thing. Caravan has arrived. These guys can buy periodically and ask for us to sell them things of value, which, let's see, we're mid-autumn. Papaya's doing okay. Usually, I would expect it to be more than that, but that's alright. We're going to give them some... We're not going to give them stone. I just about did. That would be bad. we're going to give him some fish. We got a decent amount of fish. Fishing does continue through the winter. It's just slowed, as far as I understand. Game meat, I think, does as well. New herds will show up in the spring, so they may run out of their food if that's the case. There we go. Got a good hit of cash, and that doesn't affect this. So we could buy stuff if we needed to. We're 346 bucks, 47, and we're making 66 coin a round. That's the word we're looking for. So we do have some cash. We also have some surplus food. This guy right here, there we go. Now we're getting more efficient. See that stone and everything? I like that. Stone and the wood is piled in there. That's excellent. I do want to actually come over here and say, for you, trees, not non-fruit trees. I actually want to, again, target all these fruit trees that are ripe for the harvest. Get rid of them. The ones that are outside of the growth or the build zone, outside of the forester zone. No, that's not the word. The fruit gatherer zone. That's what I need. Any of the big ripe fruit trees that are outside the fruit gatherer zone that we're going to eventually chop down, I'd rather chop them down while they've got fruit on them rather than waiting for another season. Is that necessary? No, but I'm going to try to kind of point out little tips and hints that I see probably are useless to a lot of people. But if it happens to be of interest to you, and you like that extra micro, you can do that. All right, so not enough input screaming at us over here. That is because we don't have any clay pit, because they built the potter before they built the clay pit. Actually, he's done now. That's all right. He's just not finished doing his things. All right, we've unlocked influence points used to claim land. That's wonderful. We may make 20 influence right now because of our population and our town hall giving us some. Our territory upkeep is low, and the flat land border province upkeep. That's interesting. So we click here, in a province. I'm going to show you everything I possibly can about this game as we go. This province happens to have borders. Some of them happen to be land borders. They're flat land borders, not mountainous land borders or river land borders. I think rivers don't count. So the upkeep, there's an influence cost to upkeep this province, because the idea is you got to patrol your borders. You gotta know what's going on in your land, and that requires influence. So that's where this is extrapolating, and I love that feature. All right, so next thing we're going to want to do is spend some of that influence over here. So it's 551 required. Now, one of the things we could do is, no, it was not there. How do we unlock archery again? Is it housing? It was housing, right? We need 14 houses to unlock the archer barracks. So I think we will go ahead and bump the housing productivity here. Now, what I want to do is leave sort of a path of good things to be done in the middle here. Science-y or helpful-y things to do here. So we're going to get a tavern. This is going to make people happy as we provide them with goodies. I'm going to bring it over... I don't know if I designed this perfectly, but we're going to have maybe a 2 style there. Let's go in right here. This is a 5x5, so it doesn't matter which way we spin it, but I'm going to spin it off to there and just leave space for like this sort of thing to happen here, somehow, somewhere. We won't clear any land there until we need it. We don't really need the stone. It is going mid-autumn. Again, why? Yeah, the mid-autumn. That's interesting. When does this change to late autumn? 70 seconds left. It's mid-autumn. Does it become late autumn part? Yeah, there it is, late autumn. Okay, so the last minute of play is late autumn. Interesting. 2 rounds per season. So assuming 57 seconds and that season ends. It's gonna be winter, which means we're going to lose things like our fruit gatherers, obviously. Now this guy is going on normal mode right now. We could switch him to meticulous, and then he would basically get more per tree. Gathering action takes twice as long, but yields 30% more fruit. So this papaya tree has some number of fruit on it. I don't know if it shows me. That's not the papaya tree at all. That's the tile. I want to... There you go. Papaya tree. Does it show me the yield? Bonus yield, lifespan, growth percentage. Reserver. Elvis, the human. ID number, whatever. Nice. We're all ID tagged at this point. He is going to take care of that tree, harvesting that tree. That's fine. But what I was thinking is this tree has some fruit in it, right? It does. So how much is he going to get out of it? I don't know. Are you harvesting it? There you go, 65 fruit. So presumably, we would have gotten another 30%. Oh no, that was the 30% bonus. So normal drops his percentage down. Does that affect the efficiency? No. It doesn't show efficiency, so that's not the same. Bonus, delicate gathering upgrade. That's this one. So that's not the same as efficiency. It's direct 30% more food, but its time takes a lot longer. So maybe it drops efficiency? I'm not sure how that pans out. But anyways, so once the winter hits, he's not going to be able to gather fruit for us. But what we can do is if we leave him on meticulous, every tree is going to gather more. He's just going to get less done in the season. So if we have a ton of trees, it's because it's twice as long, right? It takes twice as long. So he's getting less fruit per time, but more fruit per tree. So if we're short on fruits, we go meticulous. If we're not short on trees, we go normal. And we're not going to be short on trees because I've got a plan. We got cash. We got almost no influence here. We got some science happening. We got some surplus fruit. 839. And our consumption of food, if we click that button, we bring up the graphs. Everybody loves graphs. We have food and fuel here. Okay, that's fine. Our food is going through the roof, but we haven't hit a winter yet. So presumably every season we have some serious costs of food. Let's see. Let's go to our papayas. We produced 226 in spring and consumed 367. We made a little extra in summer. We made a fair bit extra in autumn, and so on. And so these productions are vital for us to keep an eye on if we want some details. They're not eating a lot of game meat yet. Fish they haven't touched, which is a little odd. So they've been eating only papaya. All right. I mean, I like papayas. I know the mangoes are sweet. But anyways, under this, we can see that the food is climbing rapidly. So if I wanted to choose this province, I could use 183 food to unlock it. And for sake of speed, I'm going to do that. That's going to unlock a little bit more workspace for us to work with. So I'm going to hit the road here and keep it rolling to the right. The next thing I want to do is actually a little odd. I want another fruit gatherer. Here's the first one. I want a bit of an overlap. Not a lot, but sort of the somewhere-ish in the middle here. I want a bit of overlap. There's going to be some gathering from the other area over here, so that's all right. He's going to be somewhere around there, but before I place him, I want to find a forester. This area, okay, not great. I'm going to drop him over here for now. No, that's too far. We drop him over here and there. Yeah, that's what we want. So we're going to put a forester right in here. He's going to lose a few trees. That's fine. I want you guy, however, to be over this way. Right here. So make sense later. So let's do this. House is too far from there. Okay. That's unfortunate. So I'm going to take this thing and say, you know what? Don't build that. But that's the plan later. Furniture and charcoal. Okay, we could do some charcoal production. If you look at these, some buildings have an industrial negative effect on housing. If we don't want to build them too close to the houses, that'll tick everybody off and, you know, cause other griefs. We could do it over here. We could also do it down here. That's going to be a little bit too close. But maybe in here isn't. Maybe it's not. Is that reasonable? I'm not sure what's going to go in there. Something, I don't know. We might wait on that road, because we might leave that road as is. Or we might change that road. I mean, you go there, and you go there. We've got a 3-tile opening only, so that's not going to work very good. I'm trying to be intelligent with my design here. Charcoal over there, maybe? Wood's coming from this side. Let's go like this. I don't want this area used. Well, no, I don't think I want this area. I think this is the line where we stop. Where we stop building. So we'll go there. We'll go there with the charcoal maker. And he's not going to be a priority this year, so we'll shut him down. We're not going to get him built yet. See what is being built right now. This forester is our top dog right now. So we're going to make him happen. Now this is 6 slots used already. So they can add more wood. They can add more, pretty much everything here, including stone and papaya and everything, but they can't add a new type. So we couldn't come in here and place, I don't know, clay in that tile. That wouldn't work. Alright, you are done, eh? Good. Excellent. We could add more workers to the clay, but it's not really necessary. Clay is going to be produced there. Now this guy's going to take clay and turn it into pottery, which will give us our first tier 1 luxury resource. Fantastic. I do like the idea of this boost, but look. If I click it... Oh, there we go. There's the height icon. I didn't see it last time. It's winter. I'm not going to boost that thing. It's not going to be useful to me. The hunter, probably also not useful to me. If we have surplus resources, we could sell something. We have some leather. We probably have some food. We're not desperate for money right now. So I think we'll go ahead and boost the clay pit. We'll boost the... let's see, if we look at this, the efficiency right here is 100 right now. We can click this and boost that. It's now 100 as well. Okay, that is a temporary boost, so that doesn't count. Alright, fair enough. This is a boost the building's work speed by 50% for 50 seconds. So both of these are going to be more productive, more effective, and whatnot for the time being. We can add productivity by adding a bit of money, so that sounds like always a win situation. If there are 2 clay pits, we could count this as a pottery town, an early pottery town, and add, if we have 2, 4, or 8, we could get 20, 40, or 60 productivity increased here as we go. We could also add another worker. Whoa, big upgrade. We could add a worker there. We could also add a worker to the clay pit. I don't know what the ratio is here, so you'll have to keep an eye on it. We've already made 40 clay here, and this place has consumed 20. So that would seem to indicate that we could have twice as many potters as we have clay pits, but again, each of those individual workers has to do everything. They have to go back, get themselves some food. They have to get some wood to heat their homes. They'll be hungry at different times. They may have longer place to walk to. The one guy might live here, the other guy might live down here, affecting their work productivity. So there's no simple, quick numbers for that. Anyways, we've got number 2 on the tech for the housing. We got our level 2, I guess, housing. That unlocks building combos. You can gain building combos by constructing multiple buildings of the same type. Combo level 1 gives you 2 types of building, 2 of the same building type. So if we, again, put a second potter in, we would get that bonus. Now, we do have two of these guys, right? There we go. There's our bonus. So if we look at our hunter, under his productivity, we've got the smoking chamber and whatnot. He's got 130%. This guy has a 20% boost from this. He's also at 125 because he gets a plus 5% efficiency or productivity bonus for having a second one in the town. And all you have to do is have placed the card. So sometimes it's worth having that extra card placed. That wasn't why I did it, but it's an option. Also, let's go ahead and look at our reroll here. We get a free reroll once every round. When you finish a round, you get a free reroll. I would like to have more people in town. That might be rushing things a little. I would like more charcoal burners. Also probably rushing things. But we're going to spend a bit of money here. We got 185. I think we'll go ahead and get the immigration town. We'll always be able to come back and get those coal burners, but I like the idea of the immigration center. It's probably going to be a big deal for us before too long. That's a wider building than I thought. Actually, it's this wide of a building, isn't it? It is. Darn. Which means I could have done those like back to back like that, but that's going to interrupt things now. Oh well, that's fine. I'm not sure really where to put this stuff. Let's see about our fertility here. Fertility's pretty crap through there. We might want to put some things in there. I'm not sure what though. If I put it here, it's gonna chomp up a bunch of farmland. I don't want to do that. This is encroaching on it. We're already crowding ourselves, guys. This is encroaching on our berry production, our fruit production. Say it's more width than that building. We could remove the stats building. So I'm gonna actually do this just to show it off. Right now, this has a spacing of, what, 4 there? I'm not going to do it to show that off. That's not very practical, I suppose. Now, we could take this building down, and what happens is we get the card back. It immediately tears it down. We get the card back. What we don't get is the building materials back. So, make note of that. I don't want that there. It's not going to work well for us. Where's our fruit area? It'll fit in here. The immigration center will fit in here without causing trouble. That's fine. We're going to need this tile, but we're going to hopefully get some influence soon to do that. We're making a little bit, very little bit. We need 2 more houses, though, to build. Let's do that next. Let's go ahead and build our housing. Now, we got this guy here. I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and... do we have housing in the middle? We can do that. These houses are going to be, let's see, build houses. These houses are going to be like this. They're always going to use this much space, right? So we go there, and then we go there. All right, let's do that here. And here. Kind of give our lines. And then I'm going to go ahead and build our roadways here. There we go. We'll do that all the way down to the mid-road here. Sure. This development is beginning. So we want 2 more so that we can unlock the archery barracks. That's going to be important for us. We also want a little more cash. We got some wood coming in, not a lot. This forester over here isn't finished yet. Now, foresters have improved. I would say dramatically improved. They've become an entirely different beast. They used to just be able to cut and plant, or prioritize planting or prioritize cutting. But now they can do this. Plant any tree, plant fruit trees, plant non-fruit trees. We're going to switch them to plant fruit trees and prioritize planting. No, plant and cut. No, planting. Prioritize planting. That's what we want. So if I say planting and cutting, I can tell him either plant any tree. You know what I can do? Plant and cut. And I want you to cut fruit, non-fruit trees only and prioritize planting fruit trees. See what we're doing there? So we're going to turn this area into a lush, fruity orchard. So right now, this guy may be enough to take care of it. But we may be able to go 2 of these guys on normal mode stuffed right side by side if we've got a forester who's working around the area to do things. So I could probably take, for instance, this. Let's do this for the science of it. We can remove that one. It gives the card back. It hasn't finished. It gives the card back. This guy, however, should have lost his bonus. He didn't. That's a bug. Hopefully that gets fixed. But over here, if I put down this guy, he's a different overlap. If you look at that, they're pretty close. It's a little hard to see with this mode, but hold on. See the little blue... Stop it. Stop it. Unlock the medical herb slot. Nice. See the little blue line here? It's kind of hard to see in the wintry mode. There we go. This line here, just imagine you can see it over here. It's sort of hidden away. There it is. Right there. And right here. So this area is right out to, like, say, the end of this road, actually, conveniently, is where this guy's going to be able to plant. Same over here. He can plant kind of into there. This berry guy is right there. And you see the double overlap? That's each other. That's the other berry guys in the area. So they're heavily overlapped. But if we put them on normal mode, and we've got this guy filling this up with a lot of trees, that he's removing all the non-fruit trees and replacing the area with fruit trees, we hopefully, I'm pretty sure this works, we'll be able to fill this area pretty aggressively with some good fruit production, long-term good fruit production. We also have a hunter in here, so any animals that pass this area will be hunted, and it's nice to have him there. He's not going to be crowded by much. He has a pretty big overlap, and the animals do migrate pretty aggressively. The Employment Bureau is going to be interesting for a lot of people. I did want that space. Does this work? It does go in there. Good. We'll shut him off first, because I actually want to get this fruit gatherer up before the end of winter. But I also want to activate these. So this is going to be our first. We're going to prioritize getting those farms going. And you guys are working. You're shut off. The immigration spot is on. You're off. Building is happening there. Do I let this happen? Where's our workload? We're out. We got 2 laborers, or 0 laborers and 2 builders. So yeah, that's not going to work well. Okay. We'll let them finish some stuff. What are they going to finish first? I do like the idea of the Immigration Bureau being prioritized, and I'm going to hard prioritize that. This new building we're building is going to let us see global priorities, which are basically, as the dev put it, basically a way to get lazy later on in the game. There is more to it, and a lot of people love it, and a lot of people prefer to use it right away, so I'm going to show the 2 sides. My preference is more the starring thing, and people get plenty ragey at me for that, but, you know, that's what the comment section's for, right? We got research we can continue here, or finish here. Now, one thing I do like about this, see this 12, 13, whatever points? If I click there, it's assigned to that. If I click there, it switches to that. It doesn't finish until all the whatever number of points, and each era has the same number of cost. Oh, no, it doesn't. Is it every tech that we get changes? I don't know. So we do mushroom sterilization or the trade first? Well, this is going to increase our immigration. It'll also give us a trading port, which we're not going to be using. That's a coastal version that's a little better at moving resources. I think we'll go with... Mushroom sterilization. We might want to get a mushroom farm going. We are short on wood, so we'll go with the immigration up here because we're going to need more people before we can get more wood. Unlock the archer barracks. Okay, this building is great. It's the influence maker for us. It will, however, cost us, and that's where it's probably going to have to go. Yuck. We can put it in there, but we could put it in there, but again, that's good. Library's done. Okay, we'll buy that library card. Hold on. Pause for a second. That's going to be too encroaching here, so we don't want that there. Can we put the archer down this way? Can we put the archer this way? No, that's going to be too big for the neighborhood. Oh, no, maybe not. Yeah, that's going to be too big for the neighborhood. Probably. Now, we got these libraries. This is like this guy, except for, so it affects houses. So if we take this library and mouse over, you see any tier 2 houses are going to be highlighted as giving +2 science for being tier 2 or above. That actually says right on here. +2 science for surrounding level 2 houses effect does not stack, as in multiple libraries does not stack. There are other things that also give you science that will stack, but not, you can't have 2 libraries side by side covering the same building. So if I had one here, this one would be blue. If I have 2 trying to put a second one in, the +2 will go gray, telling you, you're not going to get more. Quit trying to be cheaty, Drake. That's what it'll say out loud, probably. Okay, so we could put the barracks in here. I've never thought of this before. Probably because it's a dumb idea and I'm going to get flamed for it. But we don't mind that, do we? Now, if I do that, then we don't have room for house on either side there. So neither of those spots could have houses. Not the end of the world. If I put the library in here, I'm going to need to cover this, and then I'm going to need a second one, because even if I put him in the center, he's not going to cover everything, and I need this space for something else. We shall see. I probably need to put him like there. It's probably the only sensible spot. And then another one's going to have to go down like here. We can extend our housing down a little further. We cannot extend it any further north. I think we'll put one right here. Or, no, you know what? Over here we're going to put him. That's too far. We could do there, and it would work. We do there, doesn't catch the top house. That does. Doesn't catch that guy. Not ideal, is it? Not super perfect. How dare you not be super perfect, game? Make me think. Alright, we're going to put him in there. An extra overlap is okay. We're not going to fill more than this section with housing anytime soon. We're going to have probably one more library. We'll cover everything that we'll get in this housing zone. You don't want all your houses in one basket. If we have production over here, and as we expand out, we'll have to make more neighborhoods. That's what we're going to do. But right now, everybody's plenty within range of the housing requirements. So we'll put in that library. That's going to increase our science. We'll let that happen. Or will we? You know what? We'll not let that happen right now. That's not priority. We're very, very limited on staffing. You got to pay attention to that. Well, there we go. We produced 500 fish. Excellent. We got ourselves a global card for that, which we probably won't use for super long, but we can store it at least in here. It will give us a bonus when we have a second house, or second farm. Now, I don't know if that actually gives that bonus. It does. I thought so. There's a few things that are a little bugged still. One is this. Our cooperative fishing says when there are 2 or more fishing lodges. Just like the bonus stayed on this building, because at one point we had another fruit gather. We took the fruit gather out and still counted as having that bonus in. It may dissipate later. I don't know if this will disappear later, but anyways, cooperative fishing is technically working for us. Both of these guys are super cooperative. That's what we'll go with. Next thing is that our stats building I want to look at. We have stats on all sorts of things. This is what we popped up when we clicked on these. You can look at any of these resources and see the information about that. Not science, though. Okay, just the resources. That's fine. How much pottery, for instance, do we make? Current price is up here. It's $8, $8.59. The base price is 8, so it'll try to be near there as we import, export, and produce. Numbers are slightly dwindling down over the last year. Okay, not bad. We didn't start with a ton, so... the price is slightly dwindling down. That's because we're producing it. We have 26 in stock. And production per year, if we mouse over this, it shows us production. This one doesn't, which is a little odd. Wish it showed that information up here. There's a main importer and exporter, but it doesn't show the production for us. This number right here does, however. Oh, that's market pricing. That's why, because I clicked on this. If I click this and then go to up here, that would be what I would want to show up. But anyways, we've produced 101 for the year. We've consumed 6. which means we only have a couple houses that have used it up. Now, they've probably stocked some. Yeah, there's 10 there, there's 5 there, 10 there. So they've stocked stuff, they just haven't used it, which is okay. We got 360 stone, so what I'm going to do here before... Oh no, it's early spring. I missed the chance. In the winter, I could have clicked this and saved on a lot of wood, or some wood, by increasing the... This guy right here has it, by increasing the efficiency of that. But we'll leave that be. Alright, that's going in. I don't want the Stats Bureau or the Employment Bureau yet, because we're a little short on people. Immigration is about to finish bringing somebody in. Currently sitting at 27 of 57, or 56, sorry, people. Let him finish. Come on, buddy. 28. Alright, brought somebody else in. Also, mousing over this lets you know the housing numbers and levels, which is great. 56 housing space. We have 6 level 1s and 8 level 2s. Or 8 level 2s. So the level 2s actually only provide 2 people, or 4 people as well, but they do provide an appeal increase. Alright, this is not finished, but our farms should be. Are we not done them? Ooh, we are out of wood and very, very short on wood. Alright. This guy is not going to keep up with our production. We're going to farm in this area, so I'm going to go ahead and hit G and go with all of the trees here. I know some of them are fruit trees, but I hopefully got rid of a bunch of them early. We're going to clean everything off the coast here. The river is going to become a lovely land of goodness. Now, the other thing I can do is expand. So let's look here. I can spend some food. It's late spring. We've got lots of food coming in. So I'm going to take the risk there and bump that over. I'm going to go to the bridge. We're going to bridge this little river. You can bridge rivers. I don't know if you can bridge these. I don't think you can bridge actually ocean turfs, but this darker water we can. Now this area is accessible, physically accessible. I'm going to do... am I going to put a forester? I think we'll put a forester in there as soon as we can get one. Another library is available. A beer brewery we could do again. Buy wood would be nice if we had a lot of cash. We don't. We are short on wood, so a mushroom farm's not going to be much use for us. A fruit gatherer might be, but we'll hit a free reroll. Not really any of the things I wanted, including wheat seeds. Wouldn't mind those, but we can't. Otter, clay, hunting, farm. Nope, reroll them again. There we go. Now it's costing us coin to do that, but we did get a forester. That's what we'll do. We'll bring on that forester, and I want to bring another forester who's going to act entirely differently up here. I'm going to put him in... I'm going to put him a little further north in case we like bridge this area to cut trees there later. That might work. Let's go like this, though. Because I think what we'll do is we'll go ahead and build a road. Oops. Build a road some distance up there. Forester can be like off this way. Yeah, that looks okay. Probably build. You know what? That's a little overlap on the river. I think we'll go a little higher. We'll go up like this high. We'll go this north, I guess is more accurate than this high. We'll go there. Now, houses are too far. That is troubling. But not end of the world. We can actually put in some housing that is just local provision for housing. So I want to expand this way. Our influence is 13 of 62. We didn't put in that archery table. Let's do that now. Where do we want him? I think we might need to put him in over here. That's probably going to work right there. And I want this space to add what's called a windmill, so we can get better housing or better farming going in here. This stuff doesn't have the wood yet. We got trees that we can take out here at some point, but we'll clear cut this. That should give us some wood to get buildings going. This guy's going to take wood and consume wood, but it's going to get us influence so we can increase our economy and increase our supplies of territory. You up here are going to get built. When that happens, we'll be able to get some more wood out of this area. I'd like to leave the stone production for later. We've got stone we can clear here and elsewhere. This guy really could use getting him in. We're not too short on the food, but I would like to have more food production. It is a thing we can do. We could sell off a bunch of stone and get some more trading goods, but if you look around, we're not exactly swelling with stone next door. We have to go a few good solid yards to get to some stone, so we'll skip on that feature. Over here, can we do the more fruit? Yeah, not yet. Don't have the cash for it. The lumber, it's coming in. Please name my YouTube is the name of our town right now, so please do take a moment in the comments to go ahead and let me know what you think of ideas for your names. If you would prefer, go back to episode 1, look through those. If somebody's given a comment on it, I'm recording these two together, and then I'm going to be able to read the comments at that point. Episode 1's going to give us some good feedback, and we'll look, if you see somebody who has given a comment and said, name it Franklinville or whatever, and you like that idea, hit the like button on it. It'll let me know what kind of the semi-pseudo-votiness to what we want to do here. New tech is available for Era 1. We're going to go with mushroom log sterilization. Neither the Boreal and Tundra Expedition nor the Spy Guard is of interest to me in Era 1. Now, we got a trading post unlock available. We're not going to spend money on that. And the trading port, which is the ocean-based one, also not interested in. So we did get medicinal herbs unlocked, though, which is great. Now, if I click this, it will make these farms able to be medicinal herb farms. I'm going to go ahead and switch one of them there for now, because it's available already. And that's where we'll leave those guys. A little bit of cabbage production, a little bit of medicinal herb production. We're going to add a ton more farms in all along here. These are jungle plants. Do they actually produce something? Nice food source for grazing animals. Okay. All right. I'm not sure how that plays out, but we'll see. We do have the fruit gatherer here. I'm going to upgrade him because I just about forgot about him. And upgrade that guy with 10 wood. We do have a bit in stock, so we're also going to upgrade this guy. So this one is dependent on having the hunter. And the fruit gatherer provides... the hunter provides the fruit gatherer with pest traps to remove little pesty animals. The fruit gatherer then provides the hunter with fruit bait to bait the animals he's trying to capture. So that's a quaint little mix with those two. I like it. We can also spend some stone, some of our large piles of stone, to improve the effectiveness of these foresters. This guy is going to be here long term. He's going to be cutting almost exclusively, cleaning out trees and then replanting the area with a heavily fruited zone. So he's not going to be highest priority for making wood, but he is going to really boost the efficiency of all these fruit gatherers. And we'll see how many we can end up stacking in here and still have fruit by the end of the season. If we look at late autumn, if we can remember this, before late autumn, click on one of these fruit gatherers and see how much fruit is actually ripe and functional in the area. Right now, this guy's not going to keep up. He's just not keeping up with the area, and we're improving it. So I'm going to go ahead and give, let's see, a 50% bonus with 69 stone, tree felling technique, or a timber management technique for a 30% boost and 43 stone. You know what? We'll do both. Do that. He's now at 185% efficiency. He'll work real good. Forest Town has actually been changed from last time. It's again the 2, 4, and 8 numbers of them in the town gives you a 20, 40, or 60% increase. And now it's no longer a stone cost. It used to be. It's now a wood cost, which is fantastic. This fruit guy is not in works yet, which is most unfortunate. I wish he was ready. He's not. We could do some upgrades here. Probably not going to be worth doing right now. The archer, we do want that kid in to build our influence numbers up real quick. It's going to be a top priority. Our immigration office is bringing us some fine new people. We got 29 of 56 right now. We got housing for plenty. 29 of 56 houses. Housing sorted. So we do have a library that can go in, not ready for yet. Employment bureau that can go in, not ready for yet. Charcoal, also not ready for yet. We're going to go with the archery and then this forester up here, and he's going to be a little out of the range for housing, but we'll sort that out. We'll show you how we're going to do that in the next episode. So thank you everybody for letting me entertain you for a little bit, and hopefully it's been informative as well. If you want, please do get down in the comment section and get me some information on both the name of our town and ideas or hints or tips or anything like that, things I'm doing wrong, things you like about it, things you want to help others know about it, all that jazz in the comments down below. And for those of you who don't know, we do have some amazing supporters for this YouTube channel. It is something I want to mention once in kind of every series. We do long play series on this channel, so if I do a series that's 7 episodes long, get to number 7 and wonder, he must still be making more, because it's unlikely that I'm going to do less than that number. So we do long play series. It's a binge-worthy, hopefully binge-worthy content for you guys. I hope you do enjoy it and want to watch a lot of it. There's literally thousands of videos on the YouTube channel, and we do also stream 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week on Twitch. We're increasing the numbers as this series is starting to come out. We're increasing the number of times we're streaming and kind of scaling things up to a little more professionalism. The goal is, of course, as some people may imagine every YouTuber is, but it's not true. The goal is to make things as professional as possible and actually make a living off of this. And we've had some amazing feedback and some amazing support financially from a number of people. And if you do love the games that we play enough and love the channel enough that you want to throw a few bucks at us, there's options down below like Patreon. There's also Twitch subscriptions is an available option. There's direct donation options elsewhere as well in the links down below. And if you want, we're going to be in this coming season in 2021, we'll be introducing memberships and all that fun stuff on YouTube as well. So if you guys do want to support us, please do that. But the most important thing, if you want to support the channel, enjoy it, watch it, and when you can, watch a commercial. Here's the guarantee I'm going to add into this one. I'm trying to remember to let people know this. I do not like mid-rolls. I know YouTube hates me for this, but our content has a commercial option at the beginning. It's got all those little clickable spaces around your YouTube if you're watching it on your PC or Mac web browser. It's there. You can look at ads. People want to advertise. I'm going to give you an ad at the beginning and or at the end. You're not going to always see them. YouTube's going to decide that. But if you do see an ad and you want to support the channel and you can stomach the crazy that they're saying on the advertisements, if you watch through it, that'll help the advertisers feel like they've told you something cool, and that'll help us by giving us a little bit of commercial kickback. So that's how this thing works, but you will not see mid-rolls on this channel. If you do, please contact me. My email is down below. If you comment, if you scream at me, I do not care. If there's ever a mid-roll on my channel, something's gone terribly wrong, and I will stop my date night, which I don't do. I will stop my date night to come and make sure that this gets fixed. So that's the guarantee on the channel. We'd love the support from you guys. If any of that is of interest to you, let me know in the comments. Contact us and look at the link down below for Discord. You're only going to get this spiel once in a series. Going forward. There may be some that I commented on in other old stuff. But anyways, long story short, thank you for our patrons, our Twitch subscribers, our YouTube supporters, those people who watch this series, comment, and all that jazz. Get in on the community and the Discord link down below, and I'd love to see you in the upcoming episodes. This game is available November 3rd, 2020, and in early access. It's expected to be a couple years in development, and I've been playing it for about a month. Thank you to the dev Pun for giving it to us, and I can say this game will give you hundreds of hours of frustration and pain. I mean, of fun and enjoyment. Now, it is a very legit, challenging game as your population starts to grow. So, thank you so much. And as always, see you in game.